Once upon a time, in a tiny village, there lived a wise elder man with his grandchild named Nuraj. One night, Nuraj asked his grandfather,
"Can you tell me how could I get all things that I want?"
The grandfather replied, "That is quite easy. I will tell you tomorrow." The next day, the grandpa took his grandson to the river and waded into the water. Suddenly, he forced little Nuraj to go under the water.
Little Nuraj struggled to rise to the surface for a breath. After several attempts, he finally emerged, gasping for air. After a while, his grandpa calmed him down and asked, "How did it feel under the water?" The boy replied,
"It was so difficult, and I couldn't breathe."
Grandpa asked again, "Was it only oxygen you desired then?" Nuraj replied,
"Yes, and nothing else."
The wise man helped him understand that this is how you can obtain anything you want, by desiring it as desperately as you did oxygen underwater. Later, Nuraj became a successful business entrepreneur and cherished his grandfather's lesson. Remember, want something as much as you want oxygen, and nothing else will suffice.
Once upon a time in a small coastal town, there lived a man named Robbert. Robbert had always dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur, but life had dealt him a series of setbacks that left him feeling defeated. He had lost his job, his savings, and his confidence. One sunny morning, as Robbert strolled along the beach, he spotted an elderly man digging a hole in the sand. Curiosity piqued, Robbert approached the man and asked, "What are you doing?" The old man, with a warm smile, replied, "I'm building a sandcastle, my friend, but why?" Robbert questioned. "Isn't it just going to be washed away by the tide?" The old man nodded, "Indeed, it will be. But that doesn't stop me from building it. You see, young man, life, like the ocean, is unpredictable. We face countless challenges and setbacks. Our achievements, like my sandcastle, may not last forever, but the joy we find in the process is what truly matters." Robbert pondered these words as he watched the old man continue to shape the sandcastle. Something inside him stirred, and he realized that he had been letting fear of failure hold him back for far too long. Inspired by the old man's wisdom, he decided to embark on his entrepreneurial journey once again. Days turned into weeks, and Robbert faced his fair share of obstacles. But he approached each challenge with determination and a newfound perspective. He learned from his failures, adjusted his strategies, and kept building towards his dream. Years passed, and Robbert's hard work paid off. He had built a successful business from the ground up, and his life had transformed in ways he had never imagined. He had become an inspiration to others, just as the old man on the beach had been to him. One sunny day, as Robbert stood on the same beach where he had met the wise old man, he thought back to that life-changing encounter. He realized that, like the sandcastle, his achievements were temporary, but the lessons he had learned, the resilience he had developed, and the joy he had found in the journey were his true treasures. And so, the story of Robbert serves as a reminder to all adults that setbacks are just part of the journey. Success is not measured solely by the outcome but by the growth, determination, and joy experienced along the way. Just as the old man built his sandcastle with unwavering enthusiasm, we too can pursue our dreams with passion and resilience, for it is in the process that we find our truest victories.